Now, police officers, the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Lagos Command rather, Jim Omushu stressed, saying that, look, they are police officers and they are not partisan. And he said that while addressing journalists in Lagos. He said the Commissioner of Police said the briefing was important in order to clear the air on the withdrawal of officers attached to prominent individuals. For the force, it is basically for audit purposes to help the command account for its personnel, including their firearms. He also stressed that he was also aware of the situation in the State House of Assembly, so the urgency in setting the record straight, especially in regards to the key members in the House.
The audit of the police personnel attached to Honorable Mojisola Mirinda has been completed, and the former armed police personnel attached to her from the Lagos State Police Command have been returned back to her for her protection. It is pertinent to state that the ongoing police personnel audit has been on for several days now, and prominent personalities and individuals have been complying with the process. The exercise, once again, is not aimed or targeted at any individuals.
And our former Assistant Director of the Department of State Service, Dennis Amachree, joins me on the news for more on this. Good to have you join us, Mr. Amachree.
Good evening.
So today, Mudashiru Obasa showed up at the State Assembly declaring he's still Speaker, and he was accompanied by security operatives. It was also reported that Mojisola Miranda's security aids were withdrawn. Later, the police confirmed that they have been restored. Now, for some people, they say it is politics, but the police say it is just for routine purpose. It is audit. But as someone who has been in the circle, what do you see playing out here?
Thank you very much for this, Precious. You know, this is politics. I think I will still call it politics because we have not still streamlined the people that are supposed to serve as protective details to very important government officials. And of course, there is an exercise going on in the country where they are trying to know who is valid, who is not valid, illegal approval, and all kinds of things. But you see, that idea of attaching policemen to either top government officials and stuff like that for protection, I think has been bastardized. You know, and you see even people, 419, Yahoo boys, as long as they can pay for it, you know, they are supplied these people to be following them around. I think in Nigeria, it has become some kind of status symbol or a symbol of authority where people move around with policemen who are actually not even protecting them. Because those people, I can assure you, are people that are not trained in executive protection. But let's see how this thing unfolds.
But generally, in terms of how the security operatives have conducted themselves in this matter, I want to get your thought on this as well. Because the last time it was the DSS, where you were an assistant director for a long time, they said they were there at the request or at the invitation of the clerk. What do you also make of the role that the DSS has also played in this matter?
Well, I think we've talked about this a lot. You know, the DSS itself was invited. I saw the letter that was written to the DSS, signed by one ATB Otunu, I think. He is acting clerk of the House, you know. And then, of course, the letter says that they are requesting the presence of the DSS to protect the House because they were worried that Obasa might invade the House. And when they went in there, they secured the place to make sure that there is no breakdown of law and order. In fact, I have said it in another fora that that kind of invitation should not have even come to the DSS. Should go to the police, because people don't understand the parameters of the DSS, the one of the police, the one of other security agencies. And I think Well, they were invited, they did their job, and then, of course, later it was reported in the press that it was an invasion. And then, of course, they realized it was not an invasion, and people went back to the DSS to apologize. So I think that has been put to rest.
And we're hoping that going forward, the rules of engagement on matters like this is spelled out for security operatives. Thank you so much for your time, as always. Former Assistant Director at the Department of State Service, Dennis Amachree. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks for having me.